Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. Welcome to note 2.3 for micro credential UMC 033. So our topic for 2.3 is prohibited elements in Islamic finance. So your instructor for this topic is Dr. Hamiza. Alright, after learning this note, it is hoped that the students can understand the concept of prohibited elements in Islamic finance more clearly and in depth, and the students are able to explain the related prohibited elements in Islamic finance. So for this topic, we are divided into two teaching video. So this is the first teaching video for this topic. Among the sub-discussion is about prohibition of usury, prohibition of gambling, prohibition of uncertainty. Alright, so for introduction, something that is permitted or halal is referring to any sales contract that are free from any forbidden elements, while what it is prohibited or haram is referring to any sales contract that contain prohibition elements in sales. So what are that forbidden elements? First is prohibition of usury or riba. Riba is an Arabic word derived from the word raba that can be described as a growth, exceeding, increasing, or expansion. In other words, riba is an addition to or excess over the original price of the good or service. Imam Hanafi defined riba or usury as an excess of property without any exchange or replacement in a contract that agreed by two parties. So noted there, it is any excess without any exchange, while Imam Maliki defined riba as an exceeding on an actual amount that should be paid, while Imam Hanbali defined riba as when there is a surplus in certain thing with anything and the delay of its delivery based on that forbidden Sharia. So in a summary, riba is when there are excess, when there are surplus, or when there are increase from the original price that should be paid, or exchange contracts, material or stuff that did not have specified measure or scales that based on Sharia. Okay. So basically, the prohibition of riba in Quran, there are several stages. In the first stage, we can find in Surah Ar-Rum, and the second stage in Surah An-Nisa, and the third stage in Surah Al-Imran, and the final stage is in Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah gave us alternative to riba, which is al-bay'. So meaning that riba is 100% prohibited. Allah has permitted trade and forbidden riba. Wa ahallallah al-bay' wa harrama riba. So Allah strongly condemns and prohibits riba. So you can take a look into Al-Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 278 to 279, which means, O you who believe, observe your duty to Allah and give up what remains due to you from usury. If you are in truth believers, and if you do not, then be warned of war against you from Allah and His Messenger. And if you repent, then you may have your principle without interest. Run not, and ye shall not be wrong. Okay? So there are two main categories of riba. We have riba ad-duyun and riba al-buyu'. The typo there. And riba ad-duyun is divided into two, riba al-qardu and riba al-jahiliyah, while riba al-buyu', riba al-fad and riba al-nasi'ah. So riba ad-duyun, or loan relating to loan or debt, refers to the rate of excess interest that arises as a result of the duration, which may be either the period of currency lending or the benefit of an estate. So riba al-qard referring to an extra rate or gain in excess of the main debt applied on the loan and decided upon at the time of the loan is made. For example, A borrowed 1,000 from B on 10% interest for 1 year. So it is duly informed during the contract session. Why riba al-jahiliyah, why riba al-buyu' relating to trade associated with ribawi products, the outcome of an imbalance in the weight or quality or quantity of two ribawi products exchange, or the trade is delayed. So riba al-buyu' divided into two, riba al-fadl and riba al-nasa. So riba al-fadl happens when the ribawi materials exchange are same types but different weights, different measurements, different numbers, and are exchanged concurrently. For example, an exchange of 1 kilo of dates for 2 kilo of dates on the spot. So it is different measurement, different weights. An exchange of 1 ringgit for 5 ringgit on the spot. So it is different value. Okay? So while riba an-nasa, this type of usury is when the sale and purchase of good is done in a delay or postponed. For example, exchanging 1 kilo of dates for 1 kilo of dates of similar kind and measurement and quality, but on deferred term. However, if exchanging for 1 ringgit for 1 ringgit on deferred term is allowed, it is a qaldu hasan. Okay? So we can now move to riba versus profit. Allah permits trading, where in trading we gain profit, but Allah prohibits riba. Okay? Profit is with counter value in what? Because there is an effort, risk, and also liability, while riba has no counter values. Okay? So you can read further regarding the differences between profit and riba. So profit is different between the value and the cost of production, while riba is the premium paid by the borrower to the lender along with the principal amount. So normally profit engaged in trading industry, agriculture, but riba comes from money loan and exchange of commodities that is unequal. While in profit, money is used in trading, sales transaction, while in riba, money is charged with positives and definite result without being exchanged. In profit can be positive, zero, even negative, while riba cannot be negative. It can at best be very low. And from Sharia point of view, profit is halal, while riba totally haram. Okay, so about ribawi materials, we can refer to hadith: gold for gold, silver for silver, weight for weight, barley for barley, dates for dates, salt for salt, light for light, equal for equal, and hand to hand. If the commodities differ, then you may sell as you wish, provided that the exchange is hand to hand or spot transaction. So this hadith is very clear how we could handle the ribawi materials in our transaction. Okay, so why Islam prohibits riba? Because the prohibition of riba in Islam has its origin in the Quran and Hadith. And the basis of prohibition of interest is based on justice and equality. Due to process of doubting and redoubting the principle, riba is not fair at all. And Muslim scholars have given several reasons and suggestions. Suggestions as to why Allah may have enforced such laws on the Muslim. Because riba is a sure gain without possibility of loss. Riba retards economic growth and development. Riba is one of the major contributions of inflation. Riba negates the culture of brotherhood and sympathy, and from a moral and spiritual point, riba is clearly based on greed, selfishness, narrow-mindedness, and hard-heartedness. It nurtures the same evils in the money lender. Okay, so that's all for the first discussion about forbidden elements in Islam in business transaction. That is riba. So please listen to the second teaching video regarding the second and third forbidden elements in Islamic transaction. Wallahu a'lam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.